I think we can just about put to bed the debate about who would pitch Game 3 of a wild card series. Jose Berrios went out there today and was awful. In the biggest series of the year for the Jays. If you go out there and you win 3 of 4, you win the season series against the Tampa Bay Rays, and even if you end up tied at the end of the year, you would go stay ahead of them. So in hindsight, they have to be a game above you to pass you in the, obviously in the standings. And you start this 4-game set down at the Trop with a massive egg. They lose 10-5. But it seemed a lot worse than that. With the loss, the Jays now dropped to 84-66 on the year. The Orioles shut out the Astros 2-0. The Mariners won earlier. And the Rays beat us. Everything went wrong today. The Mariners are now a game and a half behind the Blue Jays. The Rays now 1 game back of the Blue Jays. And the Orioles, don't look too far, are 5.5 back of the Blue Jays. We've talked about it so often with this Jays team. This team will go as far as their starting pitching will take them. And that's most teams. You know what you're going to get from Alek Manoah. You know what you're going to get from Kevin Gausman. More often than not, you know what you're going to get from Ross Stripling. Really hoped and prayed that we were seeing a corner turned with Jose Berrios in his last 5 or 6 outings. Well, today reverted back to the old Jose Berrios of getting absolutely lit up like a Christmas tree. But at the top of the first inning, the Jays get the lead. George Springer gets a leadoff triple to start the game. Vladdy then gets out, a little dribbler back to the pitcher. Bo rips one down the third baseline for an RBI double. The Jays are out in front 1-0. An incredible start. Next half inning in the bottom half. First batter that Jose Berrios face. Jonathan Aranda. Solo shot, and we're tied just like that. And then he can't get guys out. Randy Rosarina hits an RBI double. Manuel Margot hits. He comes around to score. Then on a wild pitch, Rosarina comes in to score. And now you're down 3-1. Just like that. And we're like, down at the Trop, this could get ugly. Top of the second inning. They bring in Ryan Yarbrough because that's what they were planning on doing. And Teoscar Hernandez, which I'm not really sure why he came in to face Teoscar Hernandez. He's the only guy in the Jays lineup who just lights him up like crazy. And going into that at bat, he had 6 home runs off of Ryan Yarbrough. Make that 7 as Teo takes him deep. And it's 3-2. A few batters later, Whit Merrifield comes up. And he gets a breaking ball over the middle of the plate. And he crushes it to left field. And it's gone. His first home run as a Blue Jay. And the Jays have tied the game at 3. You get the lead. Berrios squanders it. Your guys crawl back, and they tie it in the next half inning. Can you put up a 0 in the next half? No. No, he can't. Manuel Margot hits an RBI single G-Man choice scores. And that single, it's typical Rays baseball. Manuel Margot hits a chopper just to the, to Berrios' left towards first base. It goes off Berrios' glove, and it dies too much that Kevin Biggio can't make the play at first. In comes Choi, and it's an infield single, and the Rays get the lead back 4-3. And this is with 2 out. You had a chance to end the inning and have it still be a 3-3 ball game. But that doesn't happen. Then Wander Franco hits a soft line single to short. Bo reaches out, and it goes off his glove. Again, that could have ended the inning. Doesn't. Aranda comes in to score. It's 5-3. Then Randy Rosarina punches a single through the left side. Margot scores. It's 6-3. Meanwhile, Jose Berrios through 2 innings has thrown over 70 pitches. They were all over everything he was throwing. He had 1 strikeout in the game. He had 7 hits over 2 innings. Just was not good enough. Now, did he get some luck as well? No, he didn't. Like if that little dribbler infield single from Margot, if he doesn't touch it or he gets it in his glove and makes the play at first, then he gets through 2 innings. And it's still a 3-3 ball game. But that doesn't happen. And you're down 6-3 after 2. You then don't score in the top of the 3rd or the top of the 4th. And then in the bottom half of the fourth inning, off of Trevor Richards. Well, I don't know if Zach Pop gave up the hit. I can't remember exactly. Wander Franco hits an RBI double to center field. Aranda and Walls come in to score. That was the double that Springer lays out and just about, he couldn't make the play, just about made. And if he makes that play, I believe there's 2 out there, and that's the end of the inning. I could be wrong. I could be wrong with that. But now it's 8-3, right? Now that's just the floodgates opening. And David Peralta's an RBI single. Wander Franco scores in the play, and it's now 9-3. The floodgates have opened. It's basically over. Bottom 6, Peralta's an RBI double off of David Phelps. Arozarena comes in to score. It's 10-3. We go to the 9th inning with Merrifield, 2-run shot. He's got 2 homers in the game. Gabby Moreno comes in to score. It's now 10-5. But that's all she wrote. You can't blame the offense. They gave you the early lead. The next half inning, you gave up 3. In the next half inning, your team was able to scramble back and get you 2 runs and even up the game again. But then you just give them right away. Jose Berrios was not good enough. And I've said it all year long. I will always have faith in him because of his stuff and because of the track record. But man, this was awful. 2 innings, 7 hits allowed, 6 runs. I believe all 6 were earned as well. 1 strikeout, a walk, and he gave up a home run. He was not good at all. Berrios missing a lot of pitches on the inner half and middle in and middle away, and good teams will be able to crush those. And they were fouling off tough pitches. Got to give the Rays credit. They were putting some hard bats up, especially early in the ball game. Heck, you throw 70-odd pitches. I don't care if you allow 6 runs in 2 innings. 70-odd pitches is kind of absurd. Because they were working him hard all night long. Well, all 2 innings. It was bad. Real bad. Trevor Richards, he went an inning in the 3rd, allowed 1 hit, but allows 3 runs. So what happens when you walk 2 guys? When you pound the strike zone, good things happen. He had 3 Ks. 3 of the 4 outs, you got over via the strikeout. Problem is, if you walk guys and then allow 1 big hit, that's really all that happens. That's all you need. Zach Pop went an inning in 2/3, allowed a couple hits, didn't allow any runs to cross, got a strikeout. David Phelps went an inning, allowed the 1 hit, the 1 run, the David Peralta RBI double, the Arozarena scores. That was in the 6th inning. He gives up a walk and gets a strikeout. And then Foster Griffin, got to see him for the first time in a Blue Jays uniform. He got called up after Julian Merriweather got sent down. I would have loved to see Nate Pearson come up here. But he goes 2 clean innings. He has 1 hit, 1 walk, couple strikeouts. So a good job for Foster Griffin in his Blue Jays debut. Offensively, Springer went 2 for 4 with a run scored. Bo Bichette went 2 for 4 with an RBI. Whit Merrifield, who went 2 for 4, had 2 runs scored, 3 RBIs, and 2 bombs. When you score 5 runs, in hindsight, you should have won a ball game. But it wasn't the case. 8 hits total for the Jays, 10 strikeouts in the game. They walked 3 times. It wasn't pretty. Offensively, I can't really blame them. They were fighting early, they were crawling back. When every time your pitcher goes out there, they scored in all 3 innings, right? No. They didn't score in all 3 innings, I guess, to start the ball game. But the first 2, 6 runs. You're asking your offense for a lot against the Rays at the Trop, which is the worst place to play in baseball. And guess what? It doesn't get any easier. Because tomorrow is a scheduled bullpen day. Well, that's now changed because Mitch White is getting the start. Now, yes, was Mitch White not bad in his last outing? Went 6 innings. I think it was like a 3-run ball or whatever it was. Allowed 1, all that 3 runs. And that the first inning he came out and was dynamite the rest of the game. Yeah. But he's still Mitch White. And Jeffrey Springs is pitching for the Rays. And last time we saw Jeffrey Springs at Rogers Center, he diced the Blue Jays. The soft-throwing lefty that has an incredible changeup. And I said it in the video, look for the damn changeup. The guy throws over 40% to right-handed batters. Look, change. You can adjust to the fastball. He doesn't throw straight heat. Look, changeup, adjust fastball. If you're going to be late and foul off a fastball, so be it. But look for that changeup and drive it. Why'd they have success against Ryan Yarbrough before he left the game? You look soft because he doesn't throw more than 85. And you barrel it up. And that's what Whit Merrifield, that's what Teoscar Hernandez did. And even George Springer, I believe, had a single as well. Go out there looking soft against Jeffrey Springs. 7-10 first pitch tomorrow. You need to win all three to win the series. And let's be honest, at the Trop, doesn't look good. Doesn't look good at all. You know what, guys? That's going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and not the game tonight, because it was awful, smack the like button. Do appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button, you guys are not already. Comment down below, thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. Excuse me, would you not like from today's game for the Toronto Blue Jays? The Twitter link is down below, so follow us and me, all that great stuff. The Instagram link is also down below, so follow up there if you guys have not done so already. And I will talk to you guys, of course, I'll be here. Tomorrow, Leafs edition. Yeah, Leafs preseason preview. Preseason preview edition tomorrow evening. I'll probably do it maybe late afternoon before the ball game. That's what I'll probably end up doing. It's going to be exciting to talk hockey again, especially with the Jays struggling over the last couple of games. I need to get my mind off it a little bit. But we'll talk to you guys there. Leafs edition tomorrow. And we'll talk to you guys tomorrow, of course. Jays edition. Game 2 of the 4-game set down at the Trop. Mitch White, Jeffrey Springs. Doesn't look good. That's the pitching matchup there tomorrow night, 7-10 at Tropicana Field. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and not this game today. We'll talk to you guys then.